Final game of the 2023 Beth Baker Classic, and it's a good one as we have the UW-Oshkosh Titans taking on the Wheaton Thunder. Before we preview the teams, we'll send it down to the court for the national anthem and the reading of the starting lineup. And alongside Dominic Brown, I'm Aiden Kong. Dominic, what are you looking forward to in tonight's matchup?
Well, tonight's matchup is going to be really important for Wheaton to get off on the right foot. UW-Oshkosh, a good, solid team coming in here to King Arena, receiving some preseason votes for the top 25. One of Wheaton's keys is going to be establishing that half-court offense and getting down the floor quickly. It was one of the things that got them really ahead of Bethany Lutheran in the early goings of that game. But another thing is going to be making sure that they endure some hardships. Bethany Lutheran put up a really good fight as a surprisingly young team against the veteran Wheaton squad. And for Wheaton to hang in there, start to get some points in the paint in the later goings, they showed us a lot last night, and we'll see how they do today.
Both teams taking of their opponents. Yesterday, the Thunder defeating Bethany Lutheran 77-73. Oshkosh defeating Dubuque 70-52. And let's roll from King Arena. And it'll be Caroline Sicking who has the ball first. Both teams again gaining that opening win on Friday night here in the Beth Baker Classic. Here's Lily Schwinn looking inside. It's the senior Annie Tate fighting her way, and she gets the bucket.
Annie Tate opens up us up here with the scoring. She had a huge night last night against Lutheran. We'll see how she's able to continue her performance.
16 points, 5 rebounds, and assists last night. our first game in over 700 days.
So far, good defense here from Wheaton as they've been protecting the perimeter.
The shot inside, that one will not fall though for Casey Vale. But it looks like it will stay with the Titans.
So far, I like how Wheaton's moving with the ball. There's been some good passes on the Oshkosh side, but Wheaton's able to stick with everything so far and force up a tough shot.
Titans last year finished 20-9, was able to make it to the NCAA tournament. Meanwhile, Sarah Hardwick gets the bucket.
Hardwick has one of the taller players on the floor. We'll see if they utilize that size advantage on the inside.
Here's Caroline Sinking on the drive. Sinking cannot get the shot to fall. Offensive rebound, though, gathered in by Tate. Puts up another shot and another field goal.
Annie Tate absolutely on a roll so far here, responsible for the first 2 Thunder baskets, and going to be a key player in this one.
Early 4-2 lead here between the Titans and the Thunder. And rising up and knocking that one down is Kate Hummel.
Nice mid-range shot there from Oshkosh. Not going inside, but if they can establish the mid-range game, that'll be key for them going forward.
Almost 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 5 assists. Here's now Annie Tate. Back to Anna Mooney, 11 on the 30. Tate, 6 on the shot clock. Here's now Richardson, they have to put up a shot. 2 to shoot. Schwinn, and a shot clock violation going against the Thunder.
And that's some good defense there by Oshkosh. We saw them before the game practicing a lot of zone defense, and they were really able to keep up with Wheaton's passing. Unfortunately, Wheaton not able to move around the ball quite quick enough.
Yeah, Titans defense really good. Gave up 56 points on average last season, which was the second best in the WIAC. A wide open three-pointer on the way, but it's airmailed for Kate Hummel. Trying to get her second field goal now. Here comes Caroline Sinking pushing the pace. Sinking on the drive. Sinking kicks it back outside. Annie Tate now. Tate, and somehow get that one to fall. Talk about 3 field goals for Annie Tate here in the first quarter.
Oh my goodness, what can she not do so far? Getting the kick out from Sinking and then driving into the basket, and an impressive finish to boot.
When her name was announced in the starting lineup, you could tell the crowd they were excited for her return. Meanwhile, here comes Mooney on the other side.
I was almost wondering if Tate was going to put up the 3 there. She looked like she wanted it.
Yeah, she's feeling it so far.
And so far, they've been looking to try to get inside, but it's been mostly getting second chance opportunities.
Here's Richardson from the top of the key. That one rings out, though.
First 3-point attempt tonight. Wheaton, not a huge 3-point shooting team, but they got some key ones last night, especially coming in from Martin off the bench.
3 threes in the first quarter. That shot rejected, and here come the Thunder the other way.
Sinking trying to run the floor. Let's see if she takes it herself.
And she can't get it to fall, but there is a foul.
Caroline Sinking, one of the leading scorers, the Gordon transfer in her final year. Last night, she didn't get off to a super hot start, but ended the night with 17 points. Ended up being Wheaton's leading scorer in that win over Bethany Lutheran.
So Caroline will go to the line. Last year, 65% from the charity stripe. And she went to the line 8 times, made 7 of her free throws.
So far, we've seen a lot of quick offense here from Wheaton. They've been doing really well in transition, and that's going to be their bread and butter.
And especially given how they have Annie Tate back, you can tell the Thunder, they want to push the pace a little bit more.
Absolutely. Oshkosh, and if they can take a page out of Bethany Lutheran's book, what they were able to do is slow down the Wheaton offense. We'll see if Oshkosh can do the same. Right now, they're looking to try to move the ball around, try to get some up-tempo offense just on the half-court side.
Kate Oliver checks in for the Thunder, by the way. Here comes Hummel. That shot won't fall. Offensive rebound, another try, but it won't fall for Casey Vale.
That was a nice cut by Hummel and a nice pass there, but unfortunately unable to finish, and unable to finish on the second attempt there by Vale.
Titans now 2 of 6 so far early in this first quarter. The Thunder 3 of 5 shooting from the field. Here comes Caroline Sicking getting through traffic, but that shot too strong.
That might have been trying to do a little too much. He was double teamed there. Would have liked to see a kick out, but with Sicking's abilities, I understand why she took the shot.
Titans averaging 61 points last season, 6th best in the WIAC, and it looks like Western will stay with the Titans.
It's Kate Oliver knocking it out of bounds. Oliver providing a spark off the bench for Wheaton last night, tallying 16 points and being a key player. She got an and one against Bethany Lutheran that really turned the tide in that game.
Going to be Osmond to inbound the pass.
So they're really staying on the outside.
Abby Osterman for 3. That one too strong. The foul goes against the Titans. It'll be Thunder ball regardless.
I believe that one went off the shot clock and stay with the Thunder.
It goes against Casey Vale, the Titans, her first.
Looks like they hinted at a little bit of a full court press, but they drop back now.
Defenses against the Thunder have tried to go against the press. We saw a lot of that last year. We saw it last night against Bethany Lutheran. 5:10 left to go here in the first quarter. Thunder lead 8-4. Final game of the Beth Baker Classic. 5 on the shot clock. Caroline Sicking going against Vale. Sicking, shot on the way, no good. And the rebound gathered in by Hardwick.
Second tough shot we've seen Sicking take so far. Not as much movement on the offensive side from Wheaton, but it's been a lot of drives to the basket.
Still looking for her first field goal for the Thunder. Annie Tate, the only one who has scored so far. Here's the pass inside to Vale. Can't score, gets her own rebound, tries again, and it's no good. Kate Oliver fighting for it, and it will be possession Thunder.
Yeah, and that was a nice play there by Vale to sort of leak out unnoticed. Annie Tate was guarding her. She switched on the double team, but unable to capitalize.
It looks like an early media timeout taken on the floor, and an early 8-4 lead for the Thunder. And you talked about the Thunder having to play fast, and I think so far they have been impressive.
They have been impressive, and they've been driving the ball to the basket, making sure they get kick out for those extra opportunities to drive in. And obviously, Annie Tate's been capitalizing, especially on the offensive rebounding side. For Oshkosh so far, we've seen a lot of good ball movement on their side, but not quite as much on capitalizing on those opportunities that they get. And some good defense by the Thunder. We've seen some blocks so far far it's been a really good game.
And you guys mentioned, you and Ross mentioned how the Thunder, they're returning a lot of their core pieces back. Anna Fernandez, who transferred to Calvin, Kaylee Hermanson, and Ellie Castle, who graduated, but that's about it. And the Thunder, they get back Annie Tate and most of that core. And so, although they're projected to finish 4th in the CCIW, I honestly believe that they can make a bigger run and be a threat in the conference.
Obviously, Sicking, Tate, and Oliver are some of those key players that are returning for this Wheaton team. With another year of experience under their belt, they're going to have a good opportunity here in the CCIW to make some noise. Last year, they finished 4th with a 15-11 record, so let's see how they can improve upon that this year, and I think they're going to be able to with the extra experience.
And Annie Tate, one of the best players in the conference when she was healthy, and even garnered All-American honors, did not play last year because she was recovering from injury, but now she's back and better than ever.
Yeah, and getting her back is so big for this Wheaton team. And I mean, we saw the spark that she provided, both in the game against Oshkosh now and Bethany Lutheran last night.
16 points, 5 rebounds, and an assist for Annie Tate in her return. She has the ball now.
But so far, they're unable to penetrate on the inside, working around a lot on the perimeter.
Annie Tate will try the three-pointer. That one's no good. And you see the Titans, you talked about it before, they're trying that zone defense out. And so far, the Thunder have a little bit of issues trying to get through it.
Absolutely. They've been able to drive inside, but they haven't been able to get a lot of pick and rolls and try to pass on the inside.
Allison Forley now has the ball. On the top of the key, that one's buried by Mallory Hoytink from downtown.
That's a nice shot by Hoytink there, getting the first three-pointer of the game, bringing UW-Oshkosh within 1.
One of many scores for the Titans, who had 11 points, also 7 boards, shot 52% on true shooting.
I'd like to see the pass inside there by Richardson.
There's now Caroline Sicking looking to reset, picked up by Froley. And there's a turnover there. Here come the Titans on the fast break. And off the pump fake, and get that one to fall, though, is Bridget Folke.
I like that shot by Folke. I like the drive, but unfortunately unable to capitalize.
1-point lead still for the Thunder, under 3:10 left to go. Here comes Kate Oliver driving baseline, goes back outside. It is Sicking. 14 on the 30, Sicking fading away, knocks it down.
What a shot. What a shot by Caroline Sicking. I was mentioning earlier how she made a lot of tough shot attempts, and that one falls, and we can see what she can do at the height of her abilities.
Averaged 13.7 points last season, which led the team. That one an outright airmail, though, by Bridget Fulke.
I didn't like that position. I think that they went a little too fast on that. Fulke wasn't able to set her feet and get a good shot off.
Here comes Caroline Sicking now getting the inside. Bangs it home for the Thunder. Back-to-back field goals for Caroline.
If Sicking can really get in a rhythm here, she's a player who can put a team on her back and really drive the offense forward. Oshkosh is going to have some trouble.
5-16, 44% true shooting for Sicking. As you said, led the team in scoring last night. Driving down the baseline, but can't get that one to fall. Another try, and it misses again for the Titans.
Forney unable to capitalize on that opportunity, and so far it's another thing we've seen with the Oshkosh offense, creating a lot of opportunities, not quite capitalizing on them.
Avery Poole for the Titans looking to check back in, as well as Alexis Martin and Faborowski. The try there by Sicking, no good.
You can see clearly Caroline Sicking really trying to do it all right now. She's made a lot of good shots.
Here comes a three-point try on the way. That one too strong. Rebound gathered in by the Thunder. And Annika Richardson.
Richardson's going to be huge. She did a lot offensively last night so far, making herself known in the defensive game, especially battling out for some of those rebounds underneath.
Sicking trying to use the Richardson screen. Now it's Kate Oliver on the top of the key, looking to call the play. Oliver drives inside. Kate Oliver gets that one to fall for her first field goal.
And that's a nice one-handed layup right there. I love how she was able to drive it in, and with the finish, the nice play by Oliver.
And a timeout is taken on the floor by the Titans, 14-7 in favor of the Thunder. What have you liked most about the Thunder so far, Dominic?
I believe so far, I liked how they've been able to kick it out and drive into the basket. They've got a lot of those transition opportunities, but they've also been able to set up the offense. And while they haven't been as good passing on the inside, they've been really good trying to drive it inside, drive it to the net. It's creating a lot of high percentage shot opportunities so far.
And you mentioned at the top of the broadcast how the Titans, they may not be nationally ranked, but they play one of the toughest conferences in the WIAC. And they've actually garnered some votes that would place them number 27, but so far the Thunder have them on the ropes.
Yeah, and so far, Annie Tate and Caroline Sicking have been the majority of the offense, the senior leadership so far. We'll see how other players can get involved, but when you got these two going, it seems like everyone else can sort of do what they can to set up opportunities for both of them.
And the Thunder in that first quarter last night against Bethany Lutheran, you talked about how they were on fire, 9 of 19, 47%, and shooting 3 of 6 from downtown, and pretty much that momentum carrying here in this game.
Absolutely, so far Wheaton playing really good defense.
Hardwick wide open for 3, another airmail, and able to get the rebound is Sicking, able to pass it to Faborowski.
That was a nice closeout by Alexis Martin, who hit a key 3 at the end of that Bethany Lutheran game. We'll see what she can provide offensively and defensively.
Under 40 seconds now left to play. Here is Sicking. Called a tray for Caroline Sicking.
When it rains, it pours, and so far Caroline Sicking, Annie Tate have been absolutely dominating here in the early goings.
9 points now for Sicking, shooting 3 of 7. Her first three-pointer. Here comes Forney. Under 20 seconds left to play, and the drive inside, contact and a foul, goes against the defense.
That's some nice passing there. I like how they were cutting and driving to the basket. And that one we see on the replay. We have Vale cutting away from Sicking, even if she's not able to convert the and one, able to put up a good shot and get to the stripe.
Vale's 77% free throw shooting last year. Averaged 10.7 points, 8.2 rebounds, which led the team in blocks with 30.
Vale at 6'1" stands the tallest player on both of these teams, so we'll see if they'll try to feed it to Vale, although it seems like for the tallest player, she's been able to cut and move.
The senior out of Greensdale, Wisconsin, one of the best players out of the WIAC. Final possession for the Thunder, under 6 seconds left to play. A three-pointer on the way for Martin. That one will not fall. And that will be the end of the first quarter. The Thunder storming out to a 17-9 lead here in the final game of the Beth Baker Classic, and the crowd loves it.
Absolutely. Great start by the Wheaton Thunder offense. Two players have been mostly doing the scoring, Caroline Sickick and Annie Tate, and so far it's all they've needed. UW-Oshkosh has really been able to get opportunities, but unfortunately for them, unable to convert so far on a lot of their scoring opportunities, even with Hardwick having 10 points. And as we can see, they've had a pretty balanced offense so far, Vale having 6 and then Forney having 7, but it's no match for the onslaught of Wheaton.
And you look at the shooting percentage, the Titans shoot 3 of 18, 1 of 6 from
Absolutely.
downtown. That's not going to get it done compared to the Thunder, who are 7 of 14, 1 of 4 from downtown. And we talked about it, and we mentioned it before, that the Thunder, they were really good in that first quarter last night against Bethany Lutheran.
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the keys is going to be keeping the foot on the gas so far. We saw that when Bethany Lutheran was able to deploy a different style of defense, it kind of spooked the Wheaton Thunder, and hopefully when Oshkosh makes their adjustments, Wheaton's able to bear down and sort of adjust along with them in game.
Yeah, the Thunder in that second quarter, they shot 6 of 19, 32% last night. So we'll see if Coach Madsen can make some adjustments to continue the momentum, because this is honestly a really good game for the Thunder to sort of view themselves. How do they view themselves compared to the rest of Division III? Can they take that next step and be a good team and potentially be a great team?
Absolutely, and in this conference, all sights are set on IWU, the team they lost to in the quarterfinals last year.
Start of the second quarter now here in this Beth Baker Classic. Also, happy Veterans Day to everyone and those who have served in the United States.
The ball movement here, lots of cuts and passing out, so Wheaton's done a really good job clogging the interior here.
3 on the shot clock for Poole. She has to put it up. Great defense by Martin. They don't call a travel, and finally the shot is put up, and it will not count. Shot clock violation goes against the Titans. How about that defense from the Thunder?
What a defensive series there as they deploy the zone. Absolutely clogging up the paint there as Oshkosh was trying to drive inside to get anything going, but Wheaton was absolutely denying them on the inside.
And you saw Alexis Martin just having excellent defense, harassing Poole on that last possession.
Rachel Baker there was huge too. She gets the ball here.
Thunder turn it over. And here comes Osterman now on the fast break for the Titans. She wants to push the pace inside, bangs it home.
And sometimes when you're struggling, that's what you need. You need Osterman to take that ball and just drive it to the hoop there. Let's see if Oshkosh can get something going with the spark that's provided.
11 points last time against Dubuque, 3 of 4 from downtown, so we know that she's an effective sniper.
So they're going to deploy the 3-2 zone here. Let's see if Wheaton's able to crack it.
Here comes now Alexis Martin. Back out to Annie Tate. 4 on the shot clock. Good defense by the Titans, and the ball is stripped away, so back-to-back turnovers for the Thunder.
And that's a nice 3-2 zone there that the Titans are able to deploy. Let's see if they get in transition.
Oh, counted and 1. And a chance for 3 for Allison Forney.
Forney, one of the major players in the game so far, and that's going to be her 9th and potentially 10th point here. See if she can provide a spark.
Forney 70% shooting last year from the line, and able to complete the and 1 play for the Titans, and it cuts the lead down to 3.
See her 17-14 game. What you'd like to see from Wheaton is if they're able to drive inside with a 3-2 offense. Maybe they'll get some from the perimeter here.
Alyssa Faborowski able to respond. Her first field goal in this ballgame.
Faborowski was able to provide a big spark and a lot of good defense off the bench, but now we're seeing her offensive abilities in this one.
6.3 rebounds, 2 assists last night against Bethany Lutheran. There's Hoyting, and she loses it out of bounds. A turnover for the Titans.
So see, they're trying to get it inside there to Vale, but unfortunately for Oshkosh, just a little too high.
And Kate Oliver still has the ball. Did not go out of bounds. Here comes Sickick inside, bangs it home.
Oh, and that was a nice pass by Kate Oliver there. Looks like she was in trouble, but she's able to find the open person. Sicking's able to put it up to continue her dominance on offense.
11 points, 4 of 8 now shooting for Sickink. Here comes the drive and missing. Offensive rebound gathered in by Vale, and she's able to bang it home. Helps her teammate Wheaton for the bucket.
Vale will be her 4th point of the game now, and we'll see if they can really try to work it inside to her.
Sickink kicks it back outside, goes to Kate Oliver. The more elusive shooting guards here, and that's going to be a turnover for the Thunder.
Fortunately, really good defense there as we see Vale on the help along with Forney as they're able to trap Oliver.
Yeah, it looks like she just dribbled it out of bounds, or foot stepped out of bounds. By the way, that is the 4th turnover for the Thunder in this quarter, so making a little bit of mistakes. Here comes the drive, no good.
It's another one where we see with Oshkosh, we see a nice pass, creates a good opportunity, but unfortunately unable to capitalize there for Talix.
Mackenzie Cockney was trying to get that bucket to fall.
So far, I think Wheaton's going to need to start shooting from the perimeter here if we're going to want to crack this defense. Because so far, they're not respecting this perimeter shot.
Here's Annika Richardson, goes to Sickink, has to put up the shot, able to get it off, won't fall, so they avoid the shot clock violation.
Considering that offense possession, that was a good shot by Sickink, unfortunately unable to land, but another tough shot forced.
Here's Hummel fading away, can't get that one to fall.
Right here, I'd like to see Schwinn try to run the floor here and try to get Oshkosh a little disorganized.
Thunder shot 27% from downtown last year, which ranks 7th in the conference. We'll see if they do what you said and try to go attack the perimeter. And it looks like it's going to be a foul against the Titans.
That's going to be one of the other keys. If they're going to try to drive inside and penetrate the zone, picking up the fouls when you can get them is going to be huge to sort of warn Oshkosh off of playing such tight defense.
It goes against Avery Poole, the sophomore out of Cottage Groves, Wisconsin.
We'll see here if they can get Richardson involved too on the offense. She was key perimeter shooting wise.
And Annie Tate abusing the 3-point shot right there.
That's what we're talking about, shooting from the perimeter as a way that's going to force the zone up, and they're going to have to respect that 3-point shot now from Annie Tate.
9 points now for her, 4 of 5 shooting. Here comes the drive, muscling home and able to bang it home is Mackenzie Quay.
Chloe there, nice play, dribbling on the inside, able to put it up.
Another 3 by Annie Tate, trying to feel it, no good though. And a loose ball foul going to be called against Sickink.
I don't know if I agree with the over the back there, if that was the call. It seemed like that was an honest play for it, but the ref saw something I didn't.
It's either over the back or loose ball foul, but regardless, ball's now with the Titans, trailing by 7, 5:05 left to go before the intermission.
Again, good passing there by Oshkosh. We'll see if they can capitalize on the inside in this one.
And the shot up stiff, that one will not fall.
Another good shot there by Vale, and a nice way to get inside, but again, not a lot of shots have been falling for them. 28% shooting so far.
Here's Richardson trying it from downtown, can't get that one to fall. Faberowski trying to go for the save, but it will remain with the Titans.
Absolutely, and that was a bit of a rushed offensive possession there from Wheaton, but it's something you'll live with a 25-18 lead.
And a media timeout on the floor. Thunder still lead 25-18. The Titans playing a lot better, 4 of 8 shooting compared to their 3 of 18 shooting in the first quarter, but the Thunder, they still have the lead.
Absolutely, and part of that has been Wheaton's been able, even if they haven't been able to crack the 3-2 offense, they're starting to shoot a little bit from the perimeter, and they're still getting those quick transition drives. So when you're feeding the ball to Sickink and Tate, obviously they've been really good at providing the offense for this team. Even Kate Oliver getting in with a basket and Faberowski hitting the key 3 makes Oshkosh have to respect some of the other Wheaton players as well.
For those who don't know, this is the Beth Baker Classic, named after the winningest head coach in Wheaton history. Beth Baker Coach Baker, I should say, who served as the women's head coach, won 434 games, which is obviously the most in Thunder history. 248 conference wins, the second most conference wins for women's basketball. 6 conference championships, 7 NCAA tournaments, and so they play this tournament every year towards the start of the season to honor her and what she was able to do for this Thunder's program.
Absolutely, it's a great time for the basketball, and it's a great time to get a look at some of these other out-of-conference teams and see how you stack up before conference play.
Of course, the men's basketball team, they will have the Lee Fun Classic next Friday to Saturday. The Thunder will be taking on Piedmont. Before that, they do have Lake Forest on Tuesday. We'll see how the Thunder men's team will do. As Coach Schauer had some words to say in the post-game interview. Here's Hardwick with the ball, guarded by Richardson. Backdoor cut, and it's going to remain with the Titans.
Ooh, we see the fans protesting that one. We'll see who it ultimately went off of. I think that's going to be Richardson. She was able to get her arm under there.
It's either Collier or Richardson, and it will be Hummel to inbound.
Ooh, we see a bit of miscommunication there, but Oshkosh is able to recover.
10 on the shot clock, by the way. Here's Hummel, has to make her move. Hummel against Vaborowski, puts it up, knocks it down. And you see Coach Madsen pleading for a foul, a push-off, but he doesn't get it.
I was going to say, if that's not a push-off, what a play there by Hummel. The start and stop and able to pull up, basically stopping in her tracks.
5-point game, under 3:50 now to go.
It's like Tate had an opportunity to take that shot. We'll see if she takes this one.
Well, that one comes up a little bit short, though, for Annie Tate, who's looking to get into double figures. Currently 9 points, 4 of 6 shooting, and trying to bury her second three-pointer.
Absolutely. We see Wheaton utilizing the perimeter offense a little more.
And Kate Hummel able to get that shot to fall.
And Hummel now will take the tied in the lead with scoring with 4 points. So again, another example of a balanced offensive performance.
And Sickink able to get inside, draws the foul, shot will not fall.
Absolutely, and that's what we like to see, finding the weak point in that 3-2 defense, and even if she's not able to capitalize on the shot, she's able to get in and get the foul.
And when you're going up against a 3-2 defense, what is the best way to counter that?
Well, one of the best ways is to establish perimeter shooting, because then you're going to have to draw the defense out. But finding the weak points and trying to get mid-range jumpers before people close in, that's going to be another key. And so far, driving to the basket has actually worked despite Oshkosh's size. They haven't been as good at closing in and creating those 2-on-1 opportunities.
Vaborowski checked out, by the way, for the Thunder. As Sickink goes 1 of 2 from the line.
See Oshkosh right now going with a taller defense. Again, they've been trying to work inside all game. We'll see if they do end up taking perimeter shots.
Backdoor cut inside, too strong though for Lindsay.
That's another cut that I like and another pass that's good, but unfortunately unable to convert.
Titans now 6 of 10 shooting from the field here in the second quarter. Overall 9 of 28. Sickink fading away, and she gets it to fall.
That's a nice shot there by Sickink. You see you really utilizing that pivot foot to back Vail off and getting a clean look.
Leading all scorers with 14 points, 5 of 10 shooting.
See again, trying to drive inside. Let's see if they can kick it out for some perimeter shooting. They've had a few perimeter shots here before from 3, mostly trying to drive inside.
And an offensive foul going against Valerie Lindsay. That time, I believe they got her for the push-off.
Yes, they did, as we can see with that left arm. Although a bit of a jump back there by Schwinn. So, you know, when you can sell the ref on something, then definitely go for it.
Hey. The NCAA did approve a rule for flopping, but I guess that was not exaggerated, so no need for review.
And it's that sweet spot of not quite exaggerated enough, but still definitely showing the ref.
Yep. And you go to guys like Dylan Brooks, who's known for exaggerating in the NBA.
Of course.
Here's Annika Richardson, 10 on the shot clock. It looks like the Titans continue to show zone defense.
Absolutely, and those are the types of traps that they're going to need to get.
Here's Schwinn, has to put up the shot and gets the teardrop to fall.
Like what I said, mid-range game against these zone defense. They had the trap, but then they were able to find the soft spot that was created by that trap.
Schwinn, not known for her scoring, mostly for her assist. And currently the active CCIW leader in assists with 216 entering this ball game.
She's definitely the captain of this offense here. She's able to create opportunities for others.
Nice play to Casey Vale, able to bang it home for the Titans. Cuts the lead down to 6 now, under 90 seconds to go before halftime.
And if Vale can get going for Oshkosh, there's going to be trouble because so far in a 6-point game, she has the height advantage on the inside, and they haven't capitalized on those opportunities as much. But if they can get going, then there's going to be trouble here.
Here's Kate Oliver paired up against Hummel. A pass inside. They want to take the matchup now. A double team. Sickink cannot get that one to fall.
They've been double teaming Sickink a lot recently, and so far it's been mixed success. And it's going to be important for Wheaton to get scoring opportunities for others.
Here's Mallory Lindsay. That one too strong.
Let's see, first 3-point attempt in a while, and Lindsay, I believe her first shot attempt as well. It's an interesting decision, have her first point shot of the game be a 3.
Had 9 points last night against Dubuque. 15 on the 30. Once again, they want to go inside to Sickink. They bring the double team. Caroline Sickink passes it outside. Schwinn from downtown puts it in.
And that's what you like to see against that sort of defense. They want to double team Sickink, but they forget about Schwinn on the outside, who's get set up for the easy 3-pointer.
And when you're double teaming her and you leave a wide open 3-pointer, you got to take that shot.
Absolutely, no option. And even if it's a player that's not known for offense like Schwinn.
And Schwinn, 1 of 5 from downtown last year. Shot clock, by the way, is turned off. Here's Hummel with the ball. Hummel picks up her dribble, and it's going to be a foul going against Annika Richardson of the Thunder.
It's a tough call right there. Here we see the 3 again, wide open opportunity for Schwinn, who takes advantage of it. A huge play for Wheaton.
Titans are not in the bonus save. They'll have to inbound this pass. 3 seconds left. We'll see what they want to draw up here in Coach Fisher.
Osterman comes back into the game for Oshkosh. Looks like they're going with a smaller offense here.
Here's Holker on the drive. Cannot get that one to fall. Clock expires, and what a showing by that Thunder's defense.
Absolutely. Wheaton's able to capitalize a lot on some of the mistakes made by Oshkosh, but still great interior defense, staying with Oshkosh even through the cutting and passing, and definitely a good first half here for the Thunder, up 33-24.
Caroline Sickink, your leading scorer, 14 points, 5 of 11 shooting. And how about the Thunder as a team? 50% in the first quarter, 54% in the second. Good enough for 52% so far in the first half. We'll have the start of the second half after these messages and a word from the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network.
Humble leaders, adventurous thinkers, faithful believers. For Christ and his kingdom, Wheaton stands at the forefront of Christian liberal arts education. Here, we facilitate an unparalleled journey for our students, bringing together deep faith and intelligence to pursue their most ambitious callings. At Wheaton, reaching God-given potential is never accomplished alone. From coaches on the field to professors in the classroom, we come together to make space for students to wrestle with timeless questions and pursue biblically informed, thoughtful wisdom as they pursue academic, artistic, and athletic excellence. We are one of the nation's colleges that change lives, because that is exactly what we do. We live, work, serve, and worship together as an educational community centered on Jesus and reflecting the beautiful diversity of His kingdom. It's collaborative, immersive, Christ-centered. Our enduring model, with twin traditions of quality academics and deep faith, along with a faculty of Christian thought leaders and a staff of dedicated believers, allows us to champion the true essence of the Christian liberal arts educational experience, continuing the legacy lived out by iconic thinkers and evangelical luminaries around the globe. Wheaton integrates and connects disciplines through Christian thought, diverse peers, and contemporary global context. Here, adventurous thinkers and faithful believers come together to create a mosaic of diverse backgrounds, beliefs, and hopes. It's a place of curiosity and conviction, a place to live out your values and pursue your ambitions. Except here, it's not only about what you can achieve. It's about who you can become. Living out our calling with heart and skill through Christ-centered leadership. At Wheaton, you don't have to settle. We call ourselves Thunder because, like thunder, the Wheaton Network is a force moving through Him and for Him to build the church and benefit society worldwide. Like rolling thunder, God's mighty voice calls us to be humble leaders, adventurous thinkers, and faithful believers for Christ and His kingdom.
When I first came to college, I thought I knew exactly what my career path would look like. I had my 5-year plan, my 10-year plan, and that all changed drastically, and now my plan looks nothing like that, and that is absolutely okay. In the process of choosing my major, I got so stressed out. I wish that I would have just trusted that in the Lord's timing I would figure it out. It's completely okay not to know your major when you first apply. Don't worry about it. It's going to be okay. It's going to work out. And I think college is the place that you can figure that out. It's also totally okay if you know exactly what you want to do, what you want to study. You actually don't need to declare a major until your sophomore year. So you'll have lots of time to explore different classes. You can go to different lectures on campus. You can talk to professors and hear different perspectives on the world and on different fields of study. We have our Center for Vocation and Career, which provides students with lots of resources to help think through their vocation. And your faculty and advisors always have their doors open to you if you ever want to talk or have questions. College is the time to explore. It's a time to learn about different things that maybe you haven't in the past. And it's a time to develop passions and continue pouring into passions you already have. Yes, this is definitely an important decision, but remember that the Lord is with you, and don't let the importance of the decision steal the joy from this amazing opportunity that you have ahead of you.
When you're looking at colleges, you may look at the sticker price and say to yourself, I'm not applying to that school because I can't afford it. And I would caution you to not close any doors because there is this price tag that is just out of reach. Cost is an important factor, but there's so many other factors to consider. At Wheaton College, we offer academic scholarships as well as Wheaton Grant, which is need-based aid from the college. So a student may receive scholarships in the range of $10,000 to full tuition. They may also receive significant Wheaton Grant based on need, and we determine that, like most institutions do, based on the information that is found on the free application for federal student aid. Colleges aren't commodities. They're not all the same. And there'll be value questions that you have to ask along the way. There's value in knowing that Wheaton alumni have done very well across the board. That we have students from 50 states and over 160-year history. There's value in that. But I also think there's value in the fact that you will be with a group of peers who are excellent in their academic endeavors, but also who love Jesus Christ. You are not just a student who is performing well in the classroom, but that you are a person that has great potential to serve God's kingdom. You're going to be challenged to grow in your faith because you want to be tested and you want to understand what your theological non-negotiables are. So think about the community you're going to be a part of and how they're going to engage you. We want to challenge you to think about why you believe what you believe by people who will encourage you and motivate you. This is an investment that has strong return, not just for you in terms of career, but for you as a follower of Jesus Christ who will be called to great things. Let us work closely with your family. Let us find out more. We work with great expectation and with hope. We do not want to give up on your calling to be at Wheaton College.
Wheaton College Summer Institute is basically this 2-week event in which students from all over the world can participate. It does a very good job of integrating education, social life, and spiritual life into a very safe environment.
There's so many course offerings, from Shakespeare to music to visual arts to theology.
Each student picks a class and they really hone in on a specific subject.
And we're kind of getting like a foretaste of the college experience.
So we're sleeping in the dorms and we eat in saga. It's the full experience, but only for a 2-week period.
And they give college credit. Like, when looking at whether or not to do this, I was like, there's no downside.
You know, the schedule is incredible.
I've spent a lot of time in class, probably about 4 hours a day, but also a lot of time hanging out.
Then we're going for ice cream and we're going into Wheaton.
You enjoy it, you have fun, you get to meet new people.
And what I like about it a lot is that the people are so accepting. The people that will just take you as you are and won't criticize you or judge you.
The relationships I've built with people here have been really valuable.
Here, I'm always with someone, I'm always talking, I'm always having a great time, I'm always learning.
And at the same time, building that community with these people who are so different, with people from Colombia and Mexico and Texas and North Carolina, but we can all, find that kind of center of what we all believe and build relationships from that.
Wheaton College Summer Institute is a place where you will grow in your faith, meet very extraordinary people, and learn something you're passionate about.
It has the potential to be so formative that there's no way you shouldn't do it.
Someone who is insatiably curious will thrive in a Christian liberal arts environment. Being a Christian liberal arts student causes you to expect to encounter God and expect to encounter dialogue with other disciplines. I think it creates a posture of wonder, and that's just a great thing for every aspect of life. I was in Calc 1, and my professor was having us read through Romans 12 in Calc 1. And it really invited me to see God at work and to prepare my heart, even in those first few minutes of class, to recognize and say, God is here, and do I have eyes to see him? And do I have eyes to see the way that he's at work? They don't say that any discipline is off limits from God, or that God is off limits from any discipline. Wheaton really does prime you to be a very well-rounded student that's able to think about questions from many different angles and not just provide a cookie-cutter answer, but really engage with content in a deep and meaningful and intentional way. I got one-on-one time with professors, and they not only cared about my studies, but they also cared about my spiritual well-being and about how I was doing personally. The opportunity to have professors that are spiritual mentors and have PhDs in Old Testament or quantum mechanics or poverty and international relations is amazing. And you get the opportunity to interact with so many other students of different disciplines that all love Jesus and want to love and worship him in what they do. And that's amazing too. And I love Wheaton. Wheaton invited me to dig deep into both the scientific learning I was doing and dig deep into my faith. I have grown in my ability to offer all of myself to the practice that I'm doing as an act of worship. That's what the Christian liberal arts can help form in you, is to do everything to the glory of God.
Welcome back to the start of the second half here in this Beth Baker Classic. The Thunder lead the Titans 33-24. Dominic, what are the Titans going to have to do if they're going to get back into this ballgame?
Well, for the Titans, it's going to be simple. They've been creating a lot of opportunities on offense, but haven't been quite capitalizing on them. 31.3% shooting in the first half. That's going to have to improve if Oshkosh wants to roll with the Thunder.
Titans did shoot 50%, and in their last game, they shot 72% in the third quarter against Dubuque, so they can erupt at any moment.
Seems like they're abandoning the 3-2 offense and going man-to-man here.
And Annie Tate able to draw the foul, and she'll go to the free throw line.
Guess going to man-to-man here has allowed Wheaton to create some more opportunities. Annie Tate on the drive is able to put it up, and she's going to continue to have a great game here so far. It's going to add to her point total.
Annie Tate already 9 points in this ball game. And in her last healthy season, which was the COVID year, 2020-2021, she averaged 28-1 and shot 60% on true shooting. So truly one of the best players when she is healthy, as she goes 1 out of 2 from the line.
10 points now, and they're going to have to figure out how to contain both of them. And while you can double team Sicking, you can't double team both her and Tate.
Imagine having Sicking, Tate, and Kate Oliver on the floor.
Oh, man.
That's such a deadly combination. There's a miss there. Another rebound.
And we see 2 blocks there, I believe, by Richardson and Tate. Both got blocks.
And it'll come down to the jump ball, and it will remain with the Titans.
That's a good play there for the Titans, getting the trap there on Annie Tate. Unfortunately, Wheaton not coming in to play that help offense there. And Oshkosh is going to create another opportunity for themselves.
Currently down 10 right now.
That's
pass
a nice
inside,
pass.
Bangs it home.
That is a nice pass there by Hummel, trying to get on the inside. And that's what we're going to talk about, those opportunities on the inside that Oshkosh is creating for itself. If they're able to capitalize, Wheaton's going to have to adjust.
Maya Holceder was there to make the play. Let's lead down to 8. Here's Caroline Sicking, paired up against Vale.
Great.
Down the baseline, bangs it home.
That was initially, I was going to say that was good defense by Vale, but Sicking able to switch hands and really drive in on Vale.
14 points in the first half, 5 of 11 shooting. Backdoor cut, and it's going to be a travel against the Titans. My goodness.
Wow, and that's another good pass there. I like the pass to the open player, Hardwick there, but unfortunately the shuffle of the feet, and it's another missed opportunity for Oshkosh.
And the Titans in the first half, they had a lot of those open looks, those backdoor cuts, but they just can't take advantage of them.
Absolutely, the ball movement has been spectacular. I'd love to see Wheaton incorporate some of that into their offense, but unfortunately the shooting isn't there for the Titans tonight.
Titans with 7 turnovers in the first half. Here comes the three-pointer on the way. Nothing but net, though. Veronica Richardson.
If Veronica Richardson gets going here, then Wheaton's going to be firing truly on all cylinders.
Timeout taken on the floor by Coach Fisher. And the Thunder continue to roll here in this third quarter.
And we see right in front of the face of the Oshkosh defender, Richardson's able to just go up and hit it. We see a 13-point lead here, so it's 39-26.
And last year we saw Coach Madsen, he used a lot of his freshmen, most specifically Alyssa Faborowski as well as Kate Oliver, and they got huge minutes in last year, and they are still playing a part here in this ballgame.
Absolutely here, and if you get the ball to players like Richardson, Oliver, and Faborowski, you're going to establish threats on the outside and on the inside, so then that frees up opportunities for Wheaton to get the ball to Tate and Sickink, who are able to capitalize. And so if you can create those other scoring threats that Oshkosh is going to have to care about, then you're able to drive on the inside with Tate and Sickink.
And for this matchup, this is the 8th time these two teams are seeing each other. The first time these two teams played was back on November 28th, 1998. The Titans won that matchup 81-52. And the last time these two teams played was back in December 8th, 2018. The Titans won that matchup 57-48, but in this one being controlled by the Thunder, looking to tie things up at 4 apiece.
Absolutely. So far here, the Thunder playing really good basketball, and they've been playing their game mostly while they've been driving to the hoop really well, getting those offensive rebounds, and Oshkosh is going to have to adjust to the Thunder attack.
And the Thunder, in their last game against Bethany Lutheran, a lot cleaner offensively. They had 20 turnovers last night, but a lot cleaner here.
Absolutely, and one of the things is Bethany Lutheran had a really good defense, and they were able to stick the hands on a lot of Wheaton's passes, but so far, the Oshkosh defense hasn't been quite like that.
That was Anna Mooney who just tipped it, and it's another turnover for the Titans. My goodness.
Speaking of turnovers, Wheaton's able to create some on that drive.
Here's the All-American Annie Tate driving against Hautzer.
Ooh, I like the idea, but the pass a little just over the head of Mooney there.
10 on the shot clock for Sickink, going against Vail. Sickink inside to Annie Tate, and bangs it home.
Oh my gosh, Annie Tate had almost 4 defenders on her on that one, and she's still able to get the basket.
10 points in the first half, now with 12, 5 of 8 shooting.
I was about to say she should kick it out, but then she went straight up and got the points.
It did not matter how many defenders were on her. A miss there. Rebound gathered in by Annika Richardson.
Now Schwenn's going to try to run up tempo here, see if she can get the Oshkosh defense on the backs of their heels.
Richardson now back to Caroline Sickink, and she'll fire from downtown. She hits the triple.
And when you've got Schwenn feeling it, when you have Sickink feeling it, when you have Tate feeling it, oh my Lord.
Timeout on the floor, 19 points for Caroline Sickink in this ballgame. If you're wondering, her career high is 25 points against Elmhurst back on December 10th, 2022, and she's really close to breaking her mark if she can continue this momentum.
Yeah, we have a whole nother quarter left here, and with 16 points, I mean, that is definitely a conversation that is within reach, and what we've seen so far from this Wheaton team is getting opportunities for players who aren't Tate and Sickink on the outside. I love some of the passing that they've done on the top of the key as they've driven in and kicked out a lot of the times to create some of those passes. And it seems for Oshkosh a little confusing. They went away from that 3-2 defense a bit and went man-to-man, and that's created a lot of opportunities for Wheaton.
And when you go man-to-man, what are the opportunities for the Thunder offense that they can take advantage of?
Well, obviously having Sikink and Tate going one-on-one, that's going to be in their favor unless you get the size advantage. But so far, they haven't been able to create those double teams and those traps like they were creating at the beginning of the game. And it's let a lot of other players win their one-on-one matchups to create more opportunities. Because you're in that 3-2 zone, you're able to swarm the player with the ball, and it's much harder to create a rhythm offensively. But so far, not that they can't have success going man-to-man, but if I were the Oshkosh coach, I would go back to some of that 3-2 zone that was working before.
Titans trail by 18 now, their largest deficit in this ball game.
So you like the drive in, and they're going to try to steal from the Thunder playbook.
And knocking it down from beyond the arc, it's Kenny Osterman who buries it.
Yeah, that looked like a Wheaton possession there with the driving kick out for 3.
Osterman now with 5 points, 2 points in the first half.
That's a nice pass.
Oh, but Sikink cannot finish. They're able to get the rebound. No foul. Thunder able to reset. And now here's Annie Tate pulling and knocks it down. They're going to call it 2-pointer.
I love the extra pass that they've been creating so far. Schwinn looking to drive that one in, but instead kicks it out selflessly for the 3.
And he mentioned selflessness. It's Annie Tate, or not Annie Tate, Lily Schwinn, finally. She's probably the most selfless player on this team.
Absolutely, creating possessions. And
wow, how about that 3-pointer by Avery Poole? So back-to-back 3-pointers for the Titans.
First time calling Poole's name tonight. I believe that was her first shot. Another aspect of this scoring attack that Oshkosh offers. It could come from anyone.
And she shot 7 of 21 from downtown last year. Here's Schwinn now, and that one is intercepted, taken away by Forney of the Titans.
I believe she had Richardson open at the top of the key.
And Hoytink not able to get that one to fall. Offensive rebound.
Oh, they're going to call a foul there.
Oh, wow. It's going to go against Kate Oliver. Looks like a push-off.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't call a jump ball there, because it looks like Oliver was able to get possession on that.
So it's going to remain with the Titans instead. Osterman to inbound. And it looks like another foul against the Thunder.
Let's see what that one was on the replay, or the replay.
Looks like it's against Kate Oliver, so back-to-back fouls for her.
Interesting. A little bit uncharacteristic here of Wheaton. Haven't seen too many fouls tonight, mostly on shooting attempts, but we'll see if Oshkosh is able to go.
And meanwhile, the Titans just turn over. Avery Poole just gave it right back to Sikink.
Missed opportunity so far for the Titans. Oh my.
Oh, Caroline Sikink talking about going coast to coast. Gets the steal and the bucket.
Absolutely. That acceleration in the one-hand finish, and it's what Caroline Sikink is able to do.
21 points now for her. 4 points away from tying her career high of 25.
And now she's playing solid defense here on, I believe that was number 21, Poole.
The lob inside, and it looks like a reach-in foul going against the Thunder. And Alexis Martin.
Yeah, I believe they get Martin on the reach in there. Little uncharacteristic. We've seen a few fouls here, but so far, I believe 3 fouls for Wheaton so far in the half.
Faborowski will now check in for Kate Oliver, sophomore to sophomore.
Interesting, they have Faborowski. She was initially playing on the inside, I believe. Wheaton's going into a man offense as well.
She's guarding Avery Poole, now 10 on the 30 for the Titans. Going to make their move. Here comes a spin move inside. That shot comes up short, and Sikink comes away with a rebound.
That's a good spin move there. Unfortunately, unable to capitalize on the opportunity from Osterman.
Osterman trying to get it. Here comes a 3-pointer. No good, though, for Fernandez, or for Richardson. And it will remain with the Thunder.
It's a nice take there for Richardson, staying in the corner, and as Wheaton's driving, able to kick it into the corner. However, just unable to make the shot.
Be Lily Schwinn to inbound now for the Thunder. Faborowski on the corner. Off the DHO now. 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Thunder shooting 6 of 7 from the field. Really efficient numbers offensively.
Looks like Oshkosh has gone back to that zone. We'll see if Wheaton's able to penetrate it.
Sicking with 5 on the shot clock. Shot won't fall.
And that's a tough shot, and as we see, Oshkosh going back to that zone, moving away from the man offense.
Here comes a three-pointer by the Titans. That one no good. Offensive rebound. It was in the hands. It looks like a foul going to be called against Annika Richardson.
Yeah, they got Richardson there for the reach-in foul. It's going to be the 4th foul for Wheaton. That's going to be something we might have to keep track of in the later goings of this game. If Oshkosh is able to get to the stripe, get some points while not taking any time off the clock, that's going to be huge.
Correction, it was actually against Alexis Martin of the Thunder. And it's going to be Thunder ball.
Absolutely. Oshkosh getting the ball underneath, but unfortunately trying to go up, and that ball is batted away. Nice defense there. I believe that was Sickink who was able to strip it away.
Titans shot 51% last night against Dubuque. Here in this third quarter, 3 of 9 from the field, 33%.
You see now Wheaton having a little trouble.
Here's Schwinn, finds Faborowski, mid-range jumper, no good. A rebound gathered in by the Titans. Now here comes a trap, and being harassed. And it's going to be Thunder ball off the jump ball.
Nice, trying to take a page out of UW-Oshkosh's book as Wheaton creates the trap. And as you see, everyone sort of leaves around. Number 12, I believe that was Folke, was able to stay around but unable to get the ball out to her.
Yeah, Avery Pohl just outright being harassed. I'm not sure why she didn't try to call timeout there.
Yeah, unfortunately, not taking advantage of some of those free timeouts you have.
And Richardson was trying to go for Sickett, but they turn it over instead. Not able to take advantage.
Disrupting on offense so far here.
Here comes a three-pointer from the top of the key, and able to knock it down is Britta Folke.
Folke there trying to get going here for Oshkosh. Believe those will be her 6th point of the game. 2 big threes.
And let's see what the ref's going to rule. It will stay with the Thunder.
And that's a mismatch right there. Vale on Schwinn. Obviously, Vale the much taller player. And unfortunately for Schwinn, she's trying to drive inside. But if Vale can hold her ground defensively, Oshkosh is going to create some problems.
Vale was a really good defensive player, had 30 blocks, which led the WIAC, as well as her own team.
And this is where you're going to have to establish some of the three-point shooting or the mid-range game.
Here is Schwinn coming up short. Annie Tate fighting for it. Another jump ball. And that looks like it's going to be Titans ball.
Yeah, and that's a nice play by Tate, trying to keep that possession alive. But unfortunately, the jump ball is going to go to Oshkosh. Again, Oshkosh adjusting defensively, going back to that zone. They're going to make Wheaton put up mid-range and three-point shots.
Titans now trail by 13. It wasn't 18. The drive missing there is Mackenzie Coy. Now here's Caroline Sagan, goes back. Annie Tate thought about the three-pointer.
Yeah, that would have been a double team. I agree with not taking that shot.
Now Alexis Martin on the corner. Schwinn guarded by Hummel. And it's Faborowski fading away, no good.
That's a nice cut by Faborowski. I like the idea, creating some movement to try to unsettle the zone, but unfortunately unable to hit the jumper.
Contact, and it's going to be a foul on the way up, and 2 free throws for Kenny Osterman.
And we've seen a lot of disruption here on offense from Wheaton as Oshkosh has been able to unsettle them. But on the Oshkosh side, not a lot of clean shots getting off, and Wheaton's been able to clog up some of the underneath. So getting to the line here is going to be key for the Titans.
Thunder now with 5 team fouls here in this third quarter.
In and out.
And Osterman was about to say she was 91% from the free throw line.
And that's the first miss from the free throw line tonight for the Titans.
So able to knock down the second one at least. As Annika Richardson will check in for the Thunder, and out goes Caroline Sickink.
This is interesting, having Sickink coming out. So a lot of the offense is probably going to be run through Tate, and Schwinn will be the facilitator here.
Interested not to see Kate Ulver not on the floor.
Especially going with Faborowski and Martin, 2 bench players here.
Yep. And here's Faborowski taking the 3, airmails it instead. Schwinn tries to save it, Well, the Titans have it, and it looks like it's going to be a foul going against Alexis Martin, reaching in.
Yeah, I believe they're going to call Martin for the reach here. I like the shot here, unfortunately missing everything, and that's a nice play by Schwinn trying to keep it in bounds, and I like the trap idea as well, but unfortunately just not picking up the foul there. 5 fouls now for the Thunder.
That for Martin, that's her 3rd personal, so now the Titans are in the bonus.
And as you see, Kate Oliver is going to check back into the game along with Rachel Brady as well. Try to get some more size there.
Folke now to the line, only attempted 4 free throws last year. She was 2 of 4. 7 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists last night.
See if Oshkosh slowly trying to crawl back into this game. Wheaton still has, I believe, that'll be a 10-point lead.
Titans now shooting 4 of 13 from the field, 31%. Under 80 seconds left to play. It's Kate Oliver.
And Kate Oliver's going to have to try to drive in here and pass this one up. She's trying to do it all herself.
13 on the 30, and a turnover for the Thunder.
Yeah, don't love that offensive possession there for Wheaton. It looked like Oliver was trying to do too much and just kind of send an errant pass.
Now under a minute left to play here in the 3rd quarter. Here comes Hummel taking the mid-range jumper, goes in and out.
Oh man, and that summarizes the kind of night it's been for Oshkosh, getting these good looks, but the home court rim as it bounces in and out.
They're going to call the foul against Casey Vale, a push-off. It will remain with the Thunder.
If there's one way Oshkosh is going to be able to get back into this game, it's going to be from the stripe here. Back into the 3-2 zone.
Titans shooting 4 of 11 from downtown so far.
That's
Thunder.
good movement. They have the double team on tape, but they're still going to get they still get players, so there's no open opportunities, even though they're double teaming Tate.
And here's Annie Tate, almost lost the ball, now on the ground. And where are they going to rule it? Jump ball. It will remain with the Thunder.
Wow, what a good defensive possession there by Oshkosh. While they were trying to double team Tate, they were able to get over, move quickly to not allow that open space opportunity for the Thunder.
We saw Kate Hummel going after it for the Titans. There's one on the shot clock. She's going to have to put it up, and a shot clock violation. I don't think the Thunder players knew how much time was left.
Katie Oliver did not know how much time was left.
And you saw Coach Madsen and the bench saying, you got to put up the shot. You got to realize, you got to know what the game situation is.
Yeah, and that's an unfortunate break there for Wheaton as they were a bit disorganized. Good job by the Oshkosh defense. As we've seen, definitely a low-scoring game here, but if Oshkosh is gonna want to come back, they're gonna need to capitalize on their offensive opportunities.
The Titans will love to cut the lead to single digits. Here comes the drive, and a foul on the way up for Hoying. She'll go to the line.
And this is what I'm saying. Even if they aren't able to capitalize on those shots, they're able to get fouled and go to the stripe. So free throw shooting is going to be huge here for the Titans.
And right now the Titans are 6 of 7 from the line, as you have Hoying. 5'10" freshman out of Hartford, Wisconsin. Shown a lot of promise for Coach Fisher, playing as a freshman and getting valuable minutes.
Absolutely, but that's,
offensive rebound, not able to score. And they're not going to put up the shot in time, so the Thunder go into the 4th quarter, pocketing a 48-38 lead here.
Definitely a good start to the quarter by Wheaton. They were creating a lot of opportunities by driving, kicking out, getting those three-point shots, getting those mid-range shots. But Oshkosh, when they switched back to the 3-2 zone, Wheaton's had a lot of trouble with it as they've been unable to drive in and get those free looks. And so far, Oshkosh not much better on the offensive side. They're still shooting, I believe, 30% or so. They've been able to get to the stripe, but as we've seen, they need to be able to put those free throws in so that they can start to come back in this game.
Yeah, early in the 3rd quarter, the Thunder had the momentum. They led it by as many as 18, but the Titans were able to cut back a little bit into that deficit, but the Thunder still up by 10. As you see, the Thunder shooting 46% in the 3rd quarter. Meanwhile, for the Titans, 27% in the 3rd quarter, shooting 4 of 15.
Yeah, absolutely, and 30% isn't going to do it for the Titans. And again, they have the offensive structure. They've been getting good looks. It's just about capitalizing. And, you know, this game definitely isn't over. We've seen Oshkosh in some of the games at this tournament get hot and get on those scoring runs. And then for the Wheaton side, it's going to be about that mid-range shooting. It's going to be about that three-point shooting, as we'll see how they're able to crack the zone. The other thing that they can try to do, get those offensive rebounds off of tough shots. As you see, when they get the rebounds, the zone collapses a little bit. So then when players like Andy Tate are able to get second chance opportunities, Wheaton's able to capitalize.
And don't forget this Tuesday, Connor Braun and the Wheaton Thunder men's basketball team looks to rebound after their loss to Benedict Dinghouse. They'll take on Alex Knight and the Lake Forest Foresters. Coverage begins at 7:30 right here on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network. Obviously, Coach Schauer, who is the head coach for the men's basketball team, had some words to say. He was proud but disappointed at the same time.
Absolutely not used to seeing a home opening loss, so I'm interested to see how they rebound from adversity.
Yeah, since the 2000 season, the men's basketball team, when they play in home openers, they've only had one loss. So, in fact, really rare. Here comes a three-pointer to start the fourth quarter, goes in and out. Offensive rebound gathered in, though.
We haven't seen many of those offensive rebounds from Oshkosh. It's surprising given their size.
Another three-pointer is tried, and it's no good. Another offensive rebound, and this time able to bang it home is Mackenzie Clay.
And those are going to be those opportunities that Oshkosh is going to have to take advantage of.
Yeah, Foki tried 2 3-pointers on that possession, didn't get them to fall. The Titans able to come away with some points.
Absolutely, I like the passing here from Wheaton.
Here comes Caroline sinking, not able to score. Looks like a foul.
Over the back.
Yep.
Let's see the replay. Yep, I believe that was on Mooney.
That'll be her first personal foul. 8-point game now, 48-40.
See, it seems like Osterman's gonna, I thought she was gonna try to drive in. It seemed like they were giving her a lot of space to do so.
Here's Kate Hummel going against Mooney.
See, it's interesting, they're going with a smaller offense here for Oshkosh.
A little bit of a miscue, trying to make something out of it. Ball still loose, and not able to score is Vale. Wow, what a sequence there. The Thunder able to hold.
Oh, man. Vale had another clean look, unfortunately for Oshkosh, unable to capitalize. And Wheaton, again, playing physical underneath, creating some of those losses.
Here's Caroline Sickin, count the bucket, and she'll go to the line.
That's a nice pass there. I believe that was Schwinn seeing Sickin cutting in.
20.
That was Schwinn able to get behind Vale and get the and one.
23 points now for Caroline Sickin, and if she can make this free throw, she'll now be one away from tying her career high.
Yep, and still 8 minutes left, so that'll be most likely a new career high.
Well, it's going to be no good.
Announcer's curse.
Yes.
Saw it last night, saw it tonight.
It is evident. Probably should just be quiet.
Yeah.
8:18 left to go now here in the fourth quarter, final game of the Beth Baker Classic, and it's been a good one. Oh, almost turning it over there, but able to get it back.
Surprised we haven't seen more of that, as there's been a lot of cutting for the Oshkosh Titans, but so far they've been pretty clean, a rare error.
Hummel missed it, but Clay able to get the offensive rebound, so another possession for the Titans. Mackenzie Clay almost lost it. Ball still loose and able to get it back, though. 5 on the shot clock. No good again.
Oh, man.
Hardwick was trying to go for it, and another foul. That's going to go against the Thunder.
It seems like there's a force field around that rim, and the number of opportunities that Oshkosh has had, especially underneath the basket there.
It goes against Anna Mooney, her second personal.
Still a 10-point game here. Let's see if Oshkosh can sort of dig into the Thunder lead. Ooh,
almost a steal there. Here's a three-pointer on the way. No good for Hummel.
And if you're Oshkosh, you're just looking for anything to fall. And when there's a drought, there's really a drought.
Yeah, right now the Titans not shooting that well. Overall, 29% so far in this entire ball game. 10 on the shot clock now. Sickink going to kick it back outside. Here comes a three-pointer, and it's good.
I like that pass there from Sickink. Originally, if you'd seen her in the first half, you'd think that she was going up with that one, but finding Richardson in the corner for the opportunity.
6 points now for Annika Richardson, who also had a double-double last night with 10 points and 12 boards. Her third career double-double. Here comes the drive and a foul. Counted and one.
That is definitely the response that Oshkosh needed. The huge three there. Unfortunately, I was going to say Richardson was stepping up, but the foul was drawn there by Kallick.
Well, Kinsey Howie will now go to the line. 0 of 7 last year.
I was going to say everyone was lined up there for two. It seemed like, I was like, that's not a 4-point play.
So to be a 3-point play, a little bit of miscommunication. Apologies for that. Oh, going for the steal, and now here come the Titans. And, coming up short though is Osterman.
Like the play by Osterman. We haven't seen a lot of these bids for Oshkosh, and so I like the play, but again, it's on the execution.
Here's Mooney firing and knocking down the triple.
And all of a sudden, this Oshkosh zone is starting to get broken down by consistent three-point shooting here from the Thunder.
First three from Mooney. The Thunder now shooting 7 of 15 from downtown. Slightly under 50%, but still really good numbers. And the pass inside, able to bang it home is Sarah Hardwick.
And there we go. That's what's Oshkosh is going to need that to do that again and again and again if they want to get back into this game. But so far, if Wheaton is able to continue this three-point shooting, Oshkosh isn't going to have a chance.
Yeah, right now it's an 11-point deficit. And now here comes Tate for three, no good. And it's a loose ball foul going against Mooney. Yep.
Yeah, I believe that's going to be over the back. And again, based on how three-point shooting has gone so far, I like the shot from Tate. Unfortunately, you're not going to get all of them to fall, but still, when you're shooting this well from three-point range, you might as well. Even to establish the threat opens up the inside.
5:40 now left to go here in this fourth quarter. Here comes Hummel. Gonna try the three-pointer. Froki, that one no good. Rebound gathered in by Sickink.
Yeah, three-point shooting has not been Oshkosh's advantage tonight so far.
And there's Sickink, counted and one for Caroline Sickink, who ties her career high.
And she's going to have the opportunity to pass it as well. Catching Oshkosh on their heel, taking it all the way to the basket. Caroline Sickink, what a performance here tonight.
25 points, 10 of 19 shooting, perfect from beyond the arc. And that will now set a new career high, 26 points, surpasses the 25 that she had against Elmhurst last season.
Absolutely, what a performance there by Caroline Sickink. When you thought they were going to start with three-point range, they go back to the dribble drive.
44% true shooting last night, leading all scores with 17.
Wheaton's now playing really good man-to-man. I like the switch there by Sickink and Tate.
6 on the shot clock for Hummel. She's going to have to make her move. And now a three-point try. That one's no good for Hoytink.
It's a great contest there by Oliver as well. Closing out, Wheaton playing really good individual defense is what man-to-man looks like at its best.
Timeout is taken on the floor. The Thunder lead 59-45, a 14-point lead. And how about Caroline Sickink, as we just said, broke her career high now with 26 points in this ball game. And other than Caroline Sickink, who else has really impressed you?
I mean, Annie Tate obviously was creating a lot of those opportunities earlier on in the game, but Annika Richardson getting open for those two clutch threes, staying in the corner as other players have driven in and they're able to kick back out to her. That's been really key, and obviously one of the players who's been impressing is Schwinn, who's set up a lot of the offense as we've seen. She's been the selfless point guard who's created opportunities, getting a lot of assists, and so far I think Wheaton's playing really well as a team, each person fulfilling their role.
Yeah, Schwinn averaged 3.2 assists last season. She has 4 in this ballgame, and you were just talking about Annika Richardson, had a double-double last night. 6 points, 9 rebounds for her tonight.
Absolutely, and Wheaton clearly playing some good basketball right now. Very in sync as they seem to establishing the three was able to open up the zone defense so that they were able to get inside, create some of those dribble drive opportunities, and now Wheaton will have to basically go make sure they keep their pedal to the floor.
Titans shooting 3 of 13 from the field, 23% here in this fourth quarter.
A little bit of a full court press here.
And last year, teams that played the Thunder were implementing that press. As Kate Oliver just checked into the ball game. Oliver, contact, and it's going to be a foul.
I believe it was Allison Formey who's called for the reach for Oshkosh.
That's going to be her first personal, and it'll send Kate Oliver now to the line.
I believe we're going to have an inbound here.
Inbounds pass. They're not in the bonus.
Yes. Schwinn.
Here's Sicking. Sicking goes back to Annie Tate. 8 on the shot clock.
They're going to try to get into that zone again, but here, let's see if they create the opportunities.
Tate gets it off. Shot is no good. Contact. Now let's see who's this one against.
I believe they're going to call that one on Wheaton. That have been Richardson? Yep, that would have been on Richardson.
That'll be her third personal.
Right now, if you're Oshkosh, these are free throws that have to be made right now. Down by around 14, clock is stopped. If you're gonna want to come back, you need these.
The Titans with 3 fouls, not in the bonus quite yet. We have Mallory Hoiting taking the free throws. Second one, no good.
And those are some of the opportunities that can't be passed up if you're Oshkosh. Let's see if Wheaton can put this one away.
Here comes Schwinn going coast to coast. Lily Schwinn, how about you?
Yeah, and that was completely unexpected. We had been talking about the selfless player all night. That one decided to take it for herself.
I know. Meanwhile, in the ensuing possession, it's going to be a foul on the way up.
I think that was Avery Poole sending it coast to coast, but as we see on the replay here, Schwinn absolutely driving, thinks she's going to kick out to Sinking, but no, takes it to the hoop herself. Those are going to be some points for Schwinn.
Poole, a 67% free throw shooter last year. These are her first attempts in this ball game. And I'm not sure if the crowd is playing into factor and they're distracting the shooter.
I believe so. We've seen the Wheaton crowd getting into this one and creating some problems here for Oshkosh.
So now makes it a 14-point game. And some substitutions coming in. Annika Richardson for the Thunder checking out.
You see here the full court press is now incorporated, but they haven't really implemented a trap yet. Just trying to slow down Wheaton.
Under 4 minutes now left to play here in this ball game. Tate against Hardwick. Now goes to Alexis Martin. Martin the drive, can't get it to fall.
That's a good drive by Martin going to the weak side there, trying to put that one up.
Here comes Hoiting on the other side, able to score.
Something we haven't really seen from Oshkosh, a dribble drive, and so we'll see if Oshkosh will try to go to that, catch the Wheaton defense on its heels.
Only her second field goal now with 6 points. Backdoor cut. Oh, can't get it to fall. Martin gets it back though and banks it home, so able to redeem herself there.
Great pass by Sicking. What a cut. And unfortunately, while the first opportunity didn't come in, the second one, the follow through was good.
And a timeout on the floor with 3:19 left to go. Thunder leads 63-49. And we knew that for the Thunder, this was going to be a very tough matchup given how the Oshkosh Titans, they have NCAA tournament experience. They were there last year, and the year before that, they made it all the way to the Elite Eight. They are coached well by Coach Fisher, but give a lot of credit to the Wheaton Thunder. They have shown a lot of hope in this ballgame.
Absolutely, and they've played their style of ball game. They've been getting the ball to Sicking, they've been getting the ball to Tate, they've been driving inside on the paint and then kicking it out for those opportunities to some of the other role players. And so far, it's been a really really good showing for Wheaton. And on the defensive side, they've created a lot of misses for Oshkosh, applying a lot of pressure. Very few easy, uncontested shots. Even the shots that Oshkosh should have made, quote, have been contested by Wheaton.
I was talking to Caroline Sicking a couple of weeks ago, and I asked her, who's that X factor for the Thunder? And she specifically mentioned Annie Tate. Meanwhile, on the ensuing possession, that is a miss, though, for Hoynink. And here comes Wheaton the other way, led by Kate Oliver.
Oliver's going to want to take it herself. Ooh.
That one off the foot, a turnover for the Thunder.
Maybe a little too fast trying to thread the needle, not quite able to.
14-point lead for the Thunder. Backdoor cut inside, fouled and counted at one. It'll be Allison Forney who goes back to the line.
That's a good play there by Forney. Love the cut. Unfortunately, Tate unable to see it, and then gets the foul off of Sicking.
5 points now for Forney. A 70% free throw shooter last season.
Don't look now. If she makes this one, it'll be a 10-point game. 10 points, 2 minutes would be very, very difficult, but still.
And the free throw is good.
I'm sorry, it's still an 11-point game.
It's okay. Regardless, still a 3-possession game.
Yes.
See, the Thunder are able to put away the Titans once and for all. 2:40 left to go here in the final game of the Beth Baker Classic.
Gonna try to get it inside to Sickink. I can see it, but fortunately nothing there so far.
Schwinn guarded by Osterman. They go to Caroline Sickink for three. No good. And it looks like a loose ball foul is going to be called against Fohe.
Yeah, Fohe picking up the foul there.
Wow, so that means the Thunder will retain possession.
Wow. See, we're going to get some substitutions here as Pollock comes back in.
Richardson checks in for Alexis Martin. As you have Schwinn, Sickink, Tate, Oliver on the floor.
Oh my gosh, Caroline Sickink just absolutely dropped her defender.
Trying to exactly tell what is the call.
Seems like Coach Brad Fisher for Oshkosh is screaming for a push-off there. That foul is going to be on Oshkosh.
Against Fohe.
Coach Fisher's going to have to be careful here.
Well, he's currently jarring with the referee.
So he's going to have to choose his words very carefully as he is pleading his team's case.
Yep.
Yeah, no tee up now, but he's able to be careful.
So 2:24 left to go. As Coach Fisher looks like he's done jarring with the referee. And it's going to be Caroline Sickink who goes to the free throw line. Both teams with 5 fouls. And you still have jarring with the referee, by the way, between Coach Fisher.
We'll see. I can see some of the frustration coming out. It's been one of those types of nights for Oshkosh. And now the crowd's pleading for a tee.
Sickink makes the second one, 27 points now for her.
We'll see if she can crack 30 by the end of the game.
2:18 left to go. Titans trail 18, tied for their largest deficit here in this ball game. Here comes a three-pointer, pretty much have to take it. That one will not fall. Offensive rebound gathered in.
And she's going to go try to take another three.
And that one's no good for Osterman. And it looks like a foul going against the Thunder.
I believe they're going to get Oliver there for the foul. Or no, I believe that was Richardson.
They will get Richardson. And for her, that's her 5th foul. She's 1 away from fouling out, so they will put her to the bench.
Yep. See if Oshkosh can bring it within 10 here.
Sarah Hardwick is at the line for the Titans, a 56% free throw shooter last year. Shot 84% on true shooting last night, 11 points, and a miss there. Martin the rebound.
It's not just the normal shooting, it's the free throw shooting that has also been trouble for Oshkosh. I believe 66% from the charity stripe.
And that's why, I mean, it's called free throws for a reason. Those are supposed to be free points.
Absolutely. You see there the triple team that was on Sickink, and Sickink able to get out of there.
It looks like another foul going against the defense.
You see on the replay here.
Against Sarah Hardwick.
Yeah, we had like 3 players on Sickink.
So now Annie Tate is at the line.
Coach Fisher still making his opinions known to the staff.
14 points for Annie Tate, 6 of 11 shooting, and 7 boards for her. Monica Richardson, 6 points, 10 rebounds. As you said, Monica Richardson in foul trouble with 5 fouls.
And we'll see if that's a key in the stretch here, but it seems like Wheaton is in cruise control, so all they're gonna have to do is clamp down a bit. Oh, that's impressive to keep that ball alive there.
From the top of the key, that 3 will fall for Kenny Osterman from downtown.
Yep, and the key timeout there taken by Oshkosh.
That'll now give Osterman 9 points, her second made 3, as it cuts the lead down to single digits. It's only a 9-point ball game.
Yeah, and it feels like it's much more, given that Wheaton has been on a roll, establishing their offense, getting good shots, and Oshkosh has really struggled to find their rhythm, but they've had a few big threes here, and if Oshkosh can start shooting from 3, then Wheaton's gonna really have to clamp down and make sure they protect this lead here.
So I'm assuming if you're Coach Fisher, obviously you talked about you have to take 3s, but when do you consider to start fouling?
I think you're probably going to start fouling when you're under a minute left. I think at this point you can try to put up some 3s, but then once you get under a minute and if you start having those long possessions that end in Thunder rebounds, then you're going to have to start going into the foul game here. But given that it's 9 points so far, let's see if Oshkosh can use that good ball movement that they've had to create some of those 3-point shots.
And now what do you think Coach Madsen is telling his team trying to protect this 9-point lead?
I think one of the things that he's going to tell him is don't overthink it. I think the danger in this situation is try to overguard from 3 and allow those quick 2s to happen. So I would say for Wheaton, keep playing your game and keep trying to create those tough shots for Oshkosh.
The Thunder will have Benedictine on Tuesday. That'll be their next opponent. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll be playing against Oliviet as well as Northland on Friday and Saturday.
And now we're going to see a full court press here. Well, now Wheaton has numbers. Ooh.
Thunder opting instead to milk clock.
Yep, I believe at 1:10 here, it seems like Oshkosh is going to go into foul mode.
So we will put Kate Oliver to the free throw line, a 68% free throw shooter last year. These are her first attempts at the line.
Yep, hitting your free throws down the stretch, that's going to be the key for Wheaton to seal this game up.
And both are good for Kate Oliver. Officially makes it an 11-point game with 80 seconds to go.
Now Osterman's going to have to go fast. It looks like they're going to try to go for a 3. I feel like they're taking too much time here. You got to put the 3 up.
By the way, stay tuned for the trophy presentation here in this Beth Baker Classic. The wave off the shot. There is a foul going against the Thunder.
I believe, ooh, it looked like that could have been a charge. It seems like Sickink planted her feet there. Maybe she was inside the circle.
Instead, it will send Osterman to the free throw line.
These are going to be points you have to take. Clock is stopped in a 2-possession or more than 2-possession game.
These are her 3rd and 4th attempts at the free throw line.
Yep, and so you're going to have to go quick 2 and a foul, or you're going to have to start making some 3s. Definitely converting on these opportunities. Technically, it is a 3-possession game.
Fisher now makes it a 9-point ball game. As you have Avery Poole checking in. Bridget Folke checks out.
And obviously having these clean plays here with the trap is going to be important. Hopefully they can get it over the line.
Thunder are not fouling. Trying to avoid that 10-second violation like last night. Still trying to show pressure. And now a foul.
We see there, I believe it was Osterman who was pleading for the jump ball, but to no avail. Clearly, clearly it seemed that Tate had possession, so Tate's going to go to the line.
15 points for Annie Tate, second leading scorer tonight, behind her teammate Caroline Sicking, who has a career-high 27 points.
Wheaton so far looking like they're showing no signs of missing any of these free throws, so if they can do this, they will definitely put this game away.
Annie Tate stays cool as a cucumber, leads it now by 11.
Looks like Wheaton's trying to put some pressure into his zone defense here.
They fake the DHO. Osterman from beyond the arc misses. Ball is still loose, and it'll be Thunder ball.
And now you're going to have to foul here. I don't know why Oshkosh isn't able to foul. Nice play by Wheaton to get the ball out.
Saw the crowd going a little bit wild for that. Nice little over the back there by Tate.
And Oshkosh not fouling here, which is surprising.
That one goes off the foot of Bridget Foskey of the Titans.
Looked like maybe they were trying to create the steal. I mean, it is a 9-point game, but still 21 seconds left. That took a lot of time.
And there's still plenty of time for the Titans to foul, but they wasted a lot of time.
And I think the Titans are going to fall back here, and Wheaton's going to secure this win.
And you can see the crowd, they're also realizing it. 11 seconds away from starting 2-0. And what a win for the Thunder against a really good opponent, the UW-Oshkosh Titans. Annie Tate going to dribble it out. And that's the ball game. The Thunder take down the Titans 69-58, a career high for Caroline Sicking with 27 points on 10 of 20 shooting.
What a game for the Wheaton College offense. Caroline Sicking with the 27 points, able to create a lot of dribble drive opportunities, and what a great game there. Oh man, did they call a shot clock violation?
I mean, there was still time on the shot clock. 0.1 seconds. Oh my goodness.
Wow.
No, 1 second. And
don't go away yet, folks.
Okay, now the game's over. Wheaton officially wins 69-58. And as I just said earlier, Caroline Sicking a career high 27 points for the Thunder to start 2-0 here this season.
Absolutely. What a game. What a win for the Wheaton Thunder, starting 2-0. Huge. Going into some more of these non-conference games. It'll prepare them well for their tough conference opponents.
And for the Thunder, of course, Annie Tate, her return this season, it's definitely provided a different element for the Thunder's offense. Now you have her alongside Caroline Sicking and Kate Oliver off the bench to deal with.
Absolutely. It's too many scoring options here for Wheaton, especially as they're able to drive inside and create opportunities for people like Annika Richardson and for Lily Schwen to sort of facilitate the offense. And so far, Wheaton showing a lot of signs offensively, a much cleaner game than was played against Bethany Lutheran. And so steps forward here for the Thunder.
Well, from all of us here on the Wheaton Thunder Sports Network and alongside Dominic Brown, I'm Aiden Kong saying so long from Wheaton, Illinois.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we'd like to make some special presentations. On the King Arena court, we have Beth Baker, Wheaton's legendary women's basketball coach and a Wheaton Hall of Honor inductee, whom this tournament is named after. At this time, Coach Baker will present our awards to the members of the all-tournament team. From Bethany Lutheran, number 25, Gianna Clarenbeek. From Dubuque, number 25, Morgan Hawkins. On the all-tournament team from Wisconsin-Oshkosh, number 15, Kennedy Osterman. On the all-tournament team from Wheaton, number 33, Annie Tate. And the recipient of the Tournament MVP Award for the Beth Baker Classic goes to Wheaton, number 34, Caroline Sicking. Thank you, fans, for attending the Beth Baker Classic. We'll see you soon. Travel home safely.